which one goes which, but it's that. So that's occurring. I want to make sure I get all the details right. So it's our nonprofit aim to empower, whose work is bringing yoga classes to underserved members of our community. So our nonprofit has been able to ramp up, especially as the pandemic is winding down. We're able to get back into some of those spaces again. So this fundraiser is a great opportunity to bring more funds into that so that we can get out and work with the underserved area communities in our area. So this will be helping with that. It's on March 19th at the Spring House Brewery on Hazel Street in Lancaster. So March 19th is a Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then each ticket is $35. So what your ticket will get you is brunch, a beer, a t-shirt. If you saw the green t-shirt when you walked in, that's included. And then that money goes towards buying one class for someone who would participate through AIM. So it's a great opportunity to get out, to hang out with the community, to do some good, bring more yoga to other people in our area that don't have access to it. So check that out. If you have questions, you can ask me, you can ask Lisa, you can sign up for that on the way out if you're interested. And of course, if you're tuning in with us from home, you can check this out on the website. There'll be information there for you as well. All right, let's get started. And we're gonna start seated in a seated cross-legged position, please. If you have a block and your hips are feeling tight tonight, sit on your block. And if you're home without a block, a pillow works. And pick a position for your hands that feels good. Just rest on your thighs. You can fold your hands in your lap. And then you can either close your eyes or set your eyes to a single spot if that feels better. And then deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And so often transitions through our days involve moving, physically moving. And so in this opportunity to transition into your practice, rather than moving, let it be a transition from thinking to feeling. Feel your inhale when it comes in, and feel your exhale when it goes out. Good. And then gently open your eyes. With your next inhale, stretch your arms up over top of your head, reach up. And on the exhale, reach your right arm as far out to the right as you can go. So really go out nice and wide. Tempt your left sitting bone to lift up. So you're going to go out with your right hand on the floor and crawl out until your left sitting bone would almost lift up. Cool. Lower your right hand down. So fingertips to the floor. Good. Now press your left sitting bone down and stretch all the way up and out through your left fingertips. Then breathe into the left side of your body. If it were possible to only breathe in one lung, imagine like you're only breathing in your left lung right now. Good. Take one more breath in, stretch high. And then exhale, come all the way back to center. Inhale, both arms go up. And then exhale your left hand to the left, down onto the floor. Walk your hand out to the left, go as far out as you can. And then sink your right sitting bone down and reach your right hand, right fingertips up and away. Breathe and create space to the right side of your body. Good. Breathe in more, reach more. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, both arms go up, breath in. Now on the exhale, take your right hand to your left knee. Bring your left fingertips back behind your tailbone. Press both sitting bones down, lift up through both sides of your body, and twist over your left side. So most of you have already got that. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder in a way that feels good for your neck. And then breathe deep. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but breathe and feel right here. Take a big breath in with the exhale, twist a little bit more. And then inhale back to center, both arms go up, and then switch sides. Okay. Draw your front ribs in towards center and lift up as high as you can through your spine. Okay. Breath in, twist on the breath out. And then inhale, come back to center. Plant your hands at the top of your mat, tabletop position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat dog tilts, go right into them here. Inhale your heart forward. And on the exhale, tuck your chin, belly button up towards your spine. And you'll move back and forth. Again, set your hands up so they're right underneath your shoulders. Some of you are a little bit forward, but you'll find if your hands are right underneath, you kind of have better leverage to move your chest around. That's what I find. Good. Go through one more cycle, land in a neutral spine. From your tail to your crown, you have a long line. Tuck your toes into the mat, and then lift your knees up, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out wide. Press your hands down, stretch your hips back, take a breath in. Blow it out, look forward, and then walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. And then exhale, fold. Catch opposite elbow. Bend your knees enough that your belly drops to your thigh, so a forward fold. Open your eyes and see a point. So there'll be these moments during practice where absolutely we're going to be moving. And there'll be moments during class where you're pretty much, and for all intents and purposes, staying pretty still. See if you can tap into the movement that still occurs in the stillness. And that could be your breath. Take a full breath in. Blow all the air out. And with the inhale, come rolling up to stand, one bone at a time. At the top, reach up. Spread your fingers wide, baby, look up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll begin with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. With the inhale, reach up, take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Drop your head all the way down at the bottom. And inhale, lift halfway up. Press your seat back, your crown forward. Then plant your palms, step back, high to low, push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. And take a breath in and a breath out. 2 more breaths. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then move your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet, reach up. Extended mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lifts. Low push up, blow all the air out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. 2 more breaths. So feel that movement as you hold what seems like a single pose. 1 more breath in. Empty completely. Move your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift on the inhale. Bow. Exhale. Extended mountain pose. Reach up. See a point. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, high to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Take your 3 breaths. We're going to go through 2 more times. So as we start moving, it will start to feel fast. Set your eyes to a single point in each pose to create stillness even as movement is happening. Take 1 more breath in. Blow all the air out. Move your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. See a point. And exhale, fold. See a point. Extended mountain pose. Reach up. See 1 point. And fold all the way down. See a point at the bottom. Halfway lift. Drishti. Low push up. Drishti. Even as you move. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Rest your eyes on a point. Breathe in. And breathe out. Really good. 2 more. Breath in. Blow the air out. Look forward. Get ready. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. See 1 point. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Just like you don't have to know anything to set your eyes to 1 point. And so just do that one thing. Breath in. Blow all the air out. Look forward. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Sit your hips way back. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Spin your back foot flat, warrior 1. So you'll lunge your legs, reach up, take a breath in, low push up, step back. Good enough. Upward facing dog. It's like my mantra for sun cells. Downward facing dog. Left foot, warrior 1. Step, flatten your foot, reach up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. As your access to flow, to giving up doing it perfect or getting everything done, take 1 more breath in, blow all the air out, and just move. Feet to your hands. Lift halfway up and fold. Chair pose, sit back, reach your arms high, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up, take it back. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot warrior 1, step. Reach all the way up, breathe in, low push up. Good. Yeah, you may be wobbling. It's good. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side warrior 1. Looking at that 1 point helps you land, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. You can use a sigh here and let it out. Just kind of level the energy. 2 more breaths. You can keep using sighs. Last breath in. Empty completely. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lift up. Fold. Chair pose. Sit deep. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior 1. Step. Stretch your armpits up and out. Low push up. Upward facing. Down dog. Left side warrior 1. Move and be moved. Breathe. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. One of them could be a sigh. All 3 of them could be a sigh. Good. Now get ready. Breathe in. Blow the air out. Look forward and move. Half lifts. Fold. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Flow like water. Reach up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior 1. So as you breathe in, you move up. Low push up. As you breathe out, you move down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Really good. Bring your big toes together at the back of your mat. Lift your right leg up and back. Listen close. Take a big breath in. Exhale your knee to your nose and crunch. Yeah. So nose up towards your knee. Yeah, just right here. So nose up towards your knee and hold it, hold it. So shoulders up over your wrists. Cool. Blow out a little bit more air. So like Caitlin, tuck your chin. So chin into your chest, nose towards your knee. Gather everything in, blow all the air out. Now inhale, right leg up and back, stretch. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Tuck your chin, nose to your knee. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, kick back. Last time, crunch in. Really squeeze into a tight little ball. Now inhale, kick back. Bend your top knee, open your hip, stay or flip. So you would step off the right side of your mat. Good. Press both heels down into the floor. Reach your shins towards the wall behind you, and then stretch your chest towards the wall in front. And like Paige is dropped into wheel, so that's available to you. Right hand can move all the way down to the floor. Take a breath in, reach shin to chest, and then flip back. Listen close. Reach your right leg up and back. Breathe in, knee to your nose, hold it. So hold your knee to your nose. Now side plank, keep your leg high. So your standing heel turns to the right. Your left hand goes to the sky. Now, if keeping your bottom leg is too much, you can take your bottom foot to the floor in front of or on the left side of your mat. If you can keep your knee up towards your chest, keep it up. Now breathe. 2 more breaths. See a point. Deep breaths in and out. 1 more breath in. Hands to the floor. Keep your knee up into your chest. Step to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Reach right up. Set your eyes. So if I were you on my mat right now, there'd be a whole lot going on. Set your eyes as a way to get still. Tap into stillness. And now breathe as a way of accessing and leveling the energy, the vitality of the pose. Bend your front knee deep, stack your knee over your heel. Press your front heel down, reach up, take a big breath in, crescent twist to the right side. Hands to heart, hinge forward, left elbow outside your right thigh. Good. Press your left heel, the back heel back, and stretch the top of your head up and forward to create length. Two more breaths. Breathe in. Blow all the air out. Now reach up, crescent lunge. Keep your front knee bent, open up, warrior two. Okay, so front foot points straight ahead at 12 o'clock, and your back foot, the arch, lines up with the heel of your front foot. So it's like you're standing on a tightrope. Now bend your front knee over your front heel, lunge deep. Take a deep breath in. Now tilt, extended side angle. Right hand, right fingertips to a block on the inside of your front ankle for most. Good. Continue to stretch your front inner knee forward, yep, and press your back heel down and back. So balance the weight between both feet. Take a breath in, reach out through the top of your head, 2 hands to the floor, low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, Open your mouth, let it out. Really good. Bring your big toes together to touch. Now be mindful of the space behind you. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose, curl up tight. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, hug in. So if you can actually get your nose and your knee to touch, get them to touch. Inhale, kick. Exhale, crunch. All the air out. Hug in, hug in, hug in, hug in. Inhale, kick back. This is the last one. Exhale, crunch all the way in. Can you get in? Can you touch your forehead with your knee? Get that tight. Now inhale your leg up and back. Bend your knee, open your hips, stay or flip. Good. Stretch through your left fingertips and your left arm and draw the whole left wall of your abdomen long. So abdomen stretching, armpit lengthening, all 5 fingertips on the top, hand opening. Nice, Susan. Take one more breath in, reach and flip back. High plank. Take your left leg up and back, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, side plank. So pull your knee up tight. Yep, and then flip. Breathe. As you pull your knee up in towards your belly, press your head towards the front of the room. So it's tempting to curl up. Can you keep your knee in and get long at the same time? One more breath in. 2 hands to the floor. Step your left foot to your left thumb, crescent lunge. Come on up. Back heel over the ball of your back foot. Yeah. Good. Really focus on stacking your back heel over the ball of your back foot. So get precise. Locate your back big toe mound. Bring the heel right over top. And like Caitlin, bring your heel back a little bit. So it's the ball mound and not your toes so much. Good. Now reach your arms up. Take a big breath in. Hands to heart. Hinge forward. Twist to the left side. Stretch your back heel towards the back. Good, Kaiwen. And lengthen all the way up through your spine, through the top of your head, up and out towards the front of the room. Breath in, blow all the air out. Inhale, crescent lunge, warrior 2. Good. Bend your front knee forward over your front heel. So go like that last inch out. Yeah. Now press both feet down into the earth. Stretch fingertip to fingertip. Take a breath in. Extended side angle. Continue to stretch your knee forward over your heel. So it's so tempting to hang like that 1 inch back. Kai, when you're like 1/2 inch. Yeah. And it's that last inch that like makes the difference. I know in my body, my legs bump up like 10 degrees just in that last inch when I stack my knee. Come into it like that. Take one more breath in, stretch long, 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog. Feel how good that heat is, how your body can move now. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Blow the air all the way out, look forward, and step or float feet up to your hands. Lift halfway up and fold. Chair pose. Good. Settle your hips all the way back towards the wall behind you. Bring your hands to heart center. Breathe in. Tip and twist to the right side. Prayer twist. Yep. So left elbow can go outside your right knee or inside your left knee. Press both heels evenly down into the floor and both sitting bones evenly back towards the back of the room. Good. Yep, you can open your arms. Take 2 more breaths. Breath in. Stay for the out. Inhale, chair pose. And fold, fingers to toes. Open your feet up, hip width distance apart. Bend your knees. And pull on your toes to draw your upper body down over your thighs. Yeah, so a lot of you open your legs up wider. Even think like mat width distance apart is acceptable. Open your feet, open your feet, open your feet. So yogi on your mat, take your feet wider. If you're like, no, not me, it's you, take your feet wider. Yeah. Now bend your knees. Do that until your belly drops down onto your thighs. You can feel your whole upper body drop. Drop your head all the way down and out from between, good, your shoulders. Now stay and breathe. Eyes open. Totally tuned into the movement of your breath, even as your body appears totally still. Blow all the air totally out. Release your toes, chair pose, sit back. Work your hips all the way back, sitting bones back as far as you can get them to go. Hands to heart, tip and twist to the left side. Good. Press both sitting bones evenly back. Yeah. And what I find is as you really work your sitting bones back, especially the right one, and lengthen your head forward, you might get this stretch all along like the right side of your back. I get it up like in my upper right shoulder blade. And then take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Chair pose. Keep your hips back. Reach high. And fold gorilla pose. Feet wide. And in fact, even a little bit wider for some. Slide your hands under the front of your feet. Bend your knees enough that your upper body drapes down. Good. Bend your knees more. Yes, like that. Bend your knees more. Good. Bend your knees more. Good. Drop your head all the way down. And take a breath in. Blow it out. Step off your hands. Bring your feet together, hip width distance apart. Press down through your feet and come rolling all the way up to stand. Reach up. Stretch high. Open up and back. Eagle pose. Feet together. Right leg over. Right arm under. Bend your standing knee enough that your right leg can wrap all the way around. And now set your eyes to a point. Step down, reach up, breathe in. Left side eagle pose. Try setting your eyes before the pose sets. Step down, reach up, breathe in. Right side eagle pose. So can you hold your eyes at the same point? So as your arms spin around and as your legs spin around, can you have your gaze at that one single point? And as you wobble and figure the pose out, see if you can hold your gaze at that one point. Now keep your gaze at that one point. Unwrap your right leg. Keep your bind. Lift your right knee up high. And then exhale, step back to a low lunge. So step back, drop your back knee down. Unwrap your arms, hands to the top of your front thigh. Good. At the top, you're going to press your front foot down. Lift the front of your pelvis up. Then take your pelvis down and forward. You can stay right here or bend your back knee. Reach back with your right hand, catch that foot. And kick your foot into your hand, keeping your chest facing forward. And breathe right there. You can see Lisa's reached back with both hands. So if you want to take it up a notch, you can reach both hands back and catch that one foot. If you reach back with both, see if you can kick your foot back until your arms straighten out. Yeah. Now breathe right there. Feel what you feel with your eyes at that one point. Good. Big breath in, chest wide. Release your foot, hands to the top of your mat, downward facing dog, step back. Take one breath in. Blow the air out. Look at your hands, step or float to the top of your mat, lift halfway, and fold. Press down through your feet, roll up, extended mountain pose, eagle pose on the left side. Eyes set. You might find, as I have found, that when your eyes are set to a point, you can actually feel what your body is doing. And so you'll tap into that now, unwrap your top leg, feel your left knee pull up. You'll know where the floor is. Keep your eyes steady, step back, then drop your back knee down. Perfect. Undo your hands, hands to your top thigh. Set your pelvis, front of your pelvis to your navel, pelvis down and forward, and then bend your back knee, catch your back foot with your left hand this time. So left hand or both hands. Kick your left shin towards the back of the room and allow your arms to go straight. As your left shin kicks back, press your upper back forward through your chest towards the front of the room, whatever that is relative to you. Good. Now take one more breath in, expand through your chest, and then release your foot. Hands to the top of your mat, step back, downward facing dog. One breath, breathe in, blow it all the way out. Look at your hands, step or float top of the mat, lift halfway, and fold. Press down through your feet, roll up. Forgot to mention, if you're using a strap for dancer pose, grab it on the way up. Then dancer pose with a strap on the right side, or standing bow with your hand on the left side. So if you're new to this, it's pretty much what we just did, but you're standing, it's like on a popsicle stick. You've got one leg that's going to be under you. Bend your right knee, catch with your right hand on the inside. Pull your two knees together and the front of your pelvis up to your belly button. Now reach your left arm up, breathe in, and on the exhale, kick your right shin towards the back and lean your chest forward towards the front. A really strong kick with your right foot so you have something to hang off of. And then breathe. Deep, deep breaths. Take one more breath in, reach out, and then step down. Feet together, change sides. Dancer or standing bow on the left side. Good. Set up, kick strongly back, and then lean your chest forward. Some of the key of balance is not just kind of collecting yourself over your standing foot. It's actually reaching out in all directions, and somehow that reach holds you suspended in space. Tap into that for yourself as I'm distracting you here. Take one more breath, reach, and then step down. 2 feet at the top of your mat, tree pose, right foot to your left inner thigh. Hands together at the center of your heart, press your palms together. And then reach your arms up high towards the sky. Press down through your standing heel. Lift up through the pelvis to the crown and shine all the way out through all 10 fingers. Take a breath in, reach, and step down, left side. See if you can keep your eyes set as you move from pose to pose. It's like a life skill in transitioning. The tendency is to look everywhere and kind of not know where to go, and setting your eyes to that one point and just seeing the one thing, you have a deeper sense of yourself, your body, your position in space. Take one more breath, reach out, stretch into that space, and then step down to the top of your mat. At the front, inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, press your seat way back, low push-ups. You can Vinyasa through, upward dog, Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, triangle pose. So right foot right up into the middle of your mat. Right hand to the outside of your right ankle, your front ankle on a tall block. And then take up a large amount of real estate on your mat. Go bigger. So really take this foot up here. Yeah. Keep your back foot back there. Back toes point to the left long side of your mat. So you've got that. Now soften your knee joints, the backs of your knees. Press your big toe mounds down on each foot. And from your big toe mounds, hug your thigh bones up and in. That's it, towards your pelvis. From the center of your pelvis, stretch out through the top of your head. Now breathe right there. So if you could imagine a bubble all the way around you, you are stretching out to touch all edges of the bubble. 2 more breaths. Expand out. 1 more breath in. On the exhale, stand up. 10 toes face the left long side of your mat. Fold, side facing, wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to transition in a moment. You'll fold down, drop your hands down, and then bend your left knee. So it's the knee towards the back edge of your mat. Bend your left knee. Keep your right leg straight as you bend your left knee. Okay, now press your cheeks, your butt cheeks, off the back right edge of your mat. So back away from the wall you can see. So it's like you're putting a butt print on that wall behind you, like this part, like that. Yeah. You know when you like twerk in the club? It's like that. I'm not doing a whole lot of clubbing nowadays, but you know, once upon a time. So you're really pressing your seat back that way. Now you could stay there, or you can spin your right toes up towards the ceiling. Goes a little bit deeper. It also kind of hits a different spot in your leg. You can stay there, or if you're feeling a little bit more, reach out, catch your right foot, and draw the toes back towards your right shin. Take 2 more breaths. Give that 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Now inhale, come back up to center. You're going to turn to face the front for a pose called lizard pose. So hands inside your right foot to the right edge of your mat. Drop your back knee onto the floor. You can tuck or untuck your back toes. That's up to you. Okay. With your right foot, turn your toes towards 2 o'clock. And then let your knee fall out. So your foot can either be flat, or if you get more access, you can lift the arch of your foot up. Cool. Now right there, your hands can be on the floor or your forearms can come down. So play with what feels like a good depth in your body and breathe right there. Good. Pull the front of your pelvis forward towards your belly button. And take 2 more breaths to see if you can exhale and sink your pelvis closer towards the floor. Breath in. Breath out. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Downward dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. Then step your left foot between your hands, triangle pose. Tall block on the outside of your left ankle. We'll take it on the left side. Go long. So for those of you who've been practicing pretty regularly and you've got like your footprints on the mat, I have them like the spot where my feet always go. See if you can stretch your stance out a little bit wider. Yes. Now you'll have to work a little bit harder to press your feet down. And that's on purpose. So really feel that it takes something to press your big toes down. And in that press, your legs start to zip up into your pelvis. Now stretch out in all directions. All right, I'm going to move your block up a little bit higher this way. Yep. Now lengthen both sides. So lift your chest up. That's it. Press your feet down. Lift up through your chest. Yep. And stretch out through both arms. So spread your wings. Take 1 more breath. Blow it out. Come all the way up to stand. 10 toes face the right long side. Fold down. Side facing, wide-legged. At the bottom, bend your right knee. So again, you'll go towards the back edge of your mat with your knee bend. Press your seat back towards the space behind you. Nice. And then left toes can turn up. You could reach out with your left hand, catch your left toes, and ease them back towards your left shin. Maintain a long spine here from your tail to your crown. Good. 2 more breaths. See if you can ease your left inner thigh open. So can you feel the shift happening even as you hold this one position? Breath in, breath out. Come back up through center, spin, turn to the front, lizard pose. Got left foot out to the left side, so go wide. Make a lot of room for your hips to come down. Turn your toes out to the left, so this is 10 o'clock. And then palms down or forearms down. Good. Press your back foot into the mat. Zip the front of your pelvis up to your belly. And with every exhale, see if you can relax your hips down and forward. And watch that occur almost like a scientist watching for those little micro changes. Take one more breath. And then plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Press your hands down, reach your hips back, breathe in, breathe out, and slide out to high plank. From high plank, bend your elbows, lowered all the way down to the floor, all the way down. At the bottom, take your arms out to a T. So T shape. Bend your right knee, bring your right heel into your right butt cheek, and then keeping the T, take your right leg up and over your left leg on the outside of your left thigh. Good. This is when the water bottles go down. You're going to lean into your left shoulder, whatever shoulder's on the floor. Spider tip your right hand. And with your spider tip fingers, press your weight back into your left shoulder. So yours will be the other way. You're flipped the other way, but that's okay. You're just going to reverse what I'm saying. This hand, spider tips, press that down and ease weight back into your right shoulder more, left shoulder more. Now, if you want more, you can take your top arm around and fold it behind your low back. And if you want a little bit more stretch, you can reach back, interlace your fingers together, and then press your knuckles towards the space behind you. So that would look like this if you want to give it a try. Interlace here. Now press your knuckles back this way. Yeah. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, come back to center, belly to the floor, arms T, bend your left knee, take your left leg up and over. Sink your right shoulder into the floor. Good. Spider tip your left fingers and press. You can take your left arm around, catch into your low back, or you can reach back, interlace both fingers, and press your knuckles towards the space behind you. Keep your eyes open. See a single point. Breath in and come back to center. At center, set up for locust pose. So if you're forward on the mat, interlace your fingers behind your back. Use a towel or a strap here if you need to. Press your knuckles back. Lift your chest forward. Stretch your toes back. And lift up. See if you can press your palms together. So it works to stabilize your wrist joints. And then as you press your knuckles back, see if you can keep your palms together and wrap your shoulders towards your upper back. Breathe more. Deep, deep breaths. breath in, stretch long, and lower all the way down to the floor. Release your bind, get a breath, rest for that beat. And then floor bow. Bend your knees, reach back, catch the top of your ankles. Gather your knees in. Roll your shoulders onto your back and then kick your shins towards the back. So Brian, see if you can let your arm go back. Yeah, so you kick into it. Now, as your chest starts to go back, can you lean your chest forward and away? Yeah, and even like Brian's dropping his head, that's good. You can try dropping your head. It helps your chest move forward away from your shins, which opens the space up in your low back. Take one more big breath in and lower it all the way down. Good. Keep your knees bent, windshield wiper side to side one time. And then second set or second side if you took one side. Bow. Bend your knees, catch. Kick back. So create that good tension by kicking strong through your shin and lean your chest forward and away. Good. 3 more breaths. Keep leaning your chest forward. Yeah. You might even find you start to rock closer to your ribs. Take one more breath in and then release. Windshield wiper your legs. Good. Plant your palms beside your lowest rib on either side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Take a long breath in and a full breath out. And then drop to your knees. 1 camel pose. Knees down, bring your hands to your bum. So it's that same action we've been working all night where you're pressing your shins away. This time you drive your shins down into the floor, lift your chest up and away from your shins, and relax your shoulders and maybe your head back. So if that doesn't feel good on your head, tuck your chin and look at your chest. And then breathe. And if you're looking at your chest, you've got a front row seat to your breath. So really watch your chest go up and down as you breathe. See if you can mobilize your chest with your breaths. 2 more. Take 1 more breath in the pose. Blow it out in the pose. Now press your shins down more to pop your chest up and out. Downward facing dog, press back. Take a deep breath in and blow all the air out. Then look at your hands, step or float to a seat. Lie onto your back for bridge pose. Lie back, plant your feet, and lift your hips up. We've done some work to open your shoulders and arms up. So try on interlacing your fingers underneath your body. Press your knuckles down. And you can use a towel or a strap if that's tight. Yeah, I'm a major fan of like opt for the towel. When in doubt, use a little towel. Yeah, now press your hands down. Good. Stretch your knuckles forward and send your chest towards your chin. So not just up, but also back. Now breathe more. Good. Deep breath in, fill up, and lower your hips all the way down. All right, option to take. We're going 4 more back bends. Option for bridge, which you just did, or wheel pose. So if it's wheel, set your hands wide and deep, right underneath your shoulders, and on the inhale, press all the way up. Wheel pose. If it's bridge, it's bridge. 1. Now breathe big. 2, 3. Press your hands down deep into the floor. 4 and 5. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. Really good. Take a breath in. Blow the air out. Bridge your wheel, set it up, and on the inhale, come up. So if it's bridge, you're driving your upper arms and shoulders down. If it's wheel, you're driving your hands down. Either way, you use your arms or your hands to open your chest up wide. So expand your chest, expand your breath, fill up, and tuck your chin, come all the way down. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Sit it up again, bridge your wheel, and come up. Oh. Press your shoulder blades into the back of your heart and breathe. Breathe in. Tuck your chin, come down. 1 to go. Get your breath on the floor. Set it up and come up. And even in a pose that feels the same or feels static, where is the movement? Where is the shift? Your breath. Maybe your arms are like a millimeter straighter. Maybe your chest is a millimeter wider. Take a big breath in. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together. Open your knees up wide. Rest your hands on the front of your body. Keep your eyes open. Dead bug pose. Take your knees wide. Okay. Release your feet. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. And then bend your knees to 90 degrees. So we're coming into something called a hollow body. So with your knees at 90, curl your shoulders and your head up, and then reach back and catch the back of your thigh. So this is option one. Option one is you use your arms to help a little bit. You'll pull on your thighs as you press your thighs forward, and then hug your belly down towards the floor. Option two, same thing, but let go with your hands. Option three, straighten your legs. So you pick, you're holding it for 30 seconds. So pick the one where you can pull your belly down. And you're on the clock. Breathe. So there's probably a lot of sensation going on. Set your eyes to a point. Open your eyes, see a point as an access to stillness. Even as a lot of sensation is stirring. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock forward and back. 1, 2, 3, tailbone to shoulder blades. And on the third one, cross your shins, plant your hands, downward facing dog, press it back. Half pigeon on the right side. Right knee behind your right wrist. So go a little bit wider with your knee. Yep. And then fold over your front thigh, front shin. You can take this on your back, crossing your right ankle over your left thigh, and then hugging your left thigh in towards your chest. Rest your head on a block or rest your head on your hands, and keep your eyes open. And plant your hands at the top of your mat, down dog, step back. Left side, half pigeon. Open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Blow it all the way out. And swing your right leg forward, seated single leg extension. Right leg straight ahead, left foot to your right inner thigh. Reach your arms up, lengthen through your spine, and then fold, catch your right foot. So you can use a strap around your right arch or a towel. You could also bend your right knee to make your foot reachable. Bend just a little bit more. Good. And then in the bending, watch for your hip point to drop onto your thigh. So your hip point, this part here. So as you go to bend, instead of it being pulled back, move that part down onto your thigh. That's it. But bend a little bit. There you go. Now drop your head. And ease your right toes back towards your shin. Take one more breath in. Blow all the air out. And then sit up, change sides. Catch your left foot, ease your left toes back. Soften your left knee, ease your left sitting bone and hip crease back to create space through the back of your left leg. You'll often find that before there's space, there's resistance. Breathe and release, and you'll find space. Breath in, breath out. Sit it all the way up. Plant your hands behind you, reverse plank. Legs straight, hips up, chest up. You could also bend your knees, plant your feet, hips up, chest up. Look at your chest or let your head drop back. Then take 3 big breaths. Inhale. Open your mouth. Big breath in. Open your mouth. Take one more breath in. Now keep pushing your feet. Blow all the air out and lower it all the way down. Lie back. Stick a block under your butt. Legs up into the air. Waterfall. Keep your eyes open and see a point. If you're in a shoulder stand, go through plow, go through deaf yogi. And if you have a block, plant your feet, slide the block out. If you're in Deaf Yogi, roll out, Shavasana. There's a cool icon on the upper corner of your mat. Take your legs wide, take your arms wide. Now close your eyes. And maybe the cool eye towel over your eyes. And so while you are free to move if you need to move, you're absolutely not required to be still. Here is an opportunity to choose to be still. And through that stillness of your physical body, tune into what is still moving, your breath. There might be sounds moving and shifting and changing around you, including my voice. Sensations. Now take a deep breath in and let it out through your mouth. And gently hug your knees up into your chest and roll to a side. And as you move through the last couple movements of the practice, see if you can maintain that sense of stillness within you. That as you move, you can be still, and as you're still, there's still movement. With that in mind, press your way up to a seated position. Sitting cross-legged on a block if you need to. Bring your palms together over the center of your heart. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in and clear the space, blow it out. And then pause, get still. And in the stillness, turn your attention inward from the skin in to the space around your heart. Feel into that space, the movement, the swirling of that space. And from that space, let bubble up an intention for the rest of your night. What wants to come up and move through you and through the stillness that you created. Whatever comes up, trust it. And then together, take a deep breath in. Clear that. And we'll close with one final Om. Inhale. Lift your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Thank you so much for showing up tonight, for adding yourself to this community. Take a breath in, blow it out, and together we say namaste. Namaste. Great job tonight, everybody. Wonderful job, Kristen and Carly and Ratana. Good to see you all. If you have questions about kegs and eggs, or if you would like to sign up, you can check in with Lisa or I on the way out. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, everybody.